Good afternoon, everybody. Antley, Tip-In Racing Rider Development. Today we're here with our 2020 YZF-R3, and we're going to eliminate our Keyswitch and install the Woodcraft Technologies Keyswitch Elimination Harness. We've already gone ahead and removed some of the bolts and hardware to make this process a little smoother. We have to remove the seat. We need to remove our fuel tank cover. Once you have the fuel tank cover off, you'll have access to the bolts that hold on your fuel tank. And be careful with it. It can fall, but if you're gentle, it will prop up and stay there in place. Now up here on the triple clamp, once we've gotten this part, we're going to take and we're going to remove the triple clamp. We're going to loosen this bolt, remove this bolt, remove this bolt, and remove this bolt. Once these are loose, we can lift up the triple clamp, and we can go on the bottom side of the key switch, and you'll have to use either a grinder or a drill and drill the bolts out so that you can remove the key switch assembly. And once you've done that, you'll have all this freed up space in here, and you gain all this access, no more key switch. So the process is down in here that we're going to work on. This is the Woodcraft harness. This plugs into the ignition side of the bike here. Excuse me, to the switch side. This plugs into the ECU side, and this is the power supply. If you do not put in the neutral safety switch feature, if you bypass it, your bike will start in gear and or in neutral. If you leave the switch out, what will happen is the bike will only start in neutral. And what I've done is I went ahead and I left my clutch switch engaged. It's still connected, and that comes down in here, and that is going to be a blue and yellow and a black, or excuse me, a yellow and black wire, and they come out of this other harness that is right here, that unplugs when you take your ignition switch out. When you get rid of all of the switches for your turn signals and your headlights and whatnot, all that stuff will go away. Once you've done that, now your bike will be basically, it will power up with no key. We'll go ahead and tuck this stuff back in, and then we will verify. I just want to make sure you get all the wires back in. There's a nice little box up here in the front that all these wires can tuck nicely down and in here, and they'll stay safely out of the way, and everybody's happy. And then we pick up the fuel tank. We can just gently set it back in place. And now, before we go any further, we'll just go ahead and give it a test to make sure that it actually functions the way we want it to. So again, there's no key switch. We are in neutral. Bike starts. Let's put the bike in gear. Let's see. Bike is indicating that it is in first gear and no start. Now we'll pull the clutch and it will start. I recommend the clutch feature, especially for racers. If you've ever stalled on the grid, and I think I'd rather just pull the clutch than to try to find neutral and restart my bike when the green flag starts waving. So that's one of the reasons why we went ahead and we leave our clutch switch still active and also the neutral safety switch active. I've seen too many people come over and start their bikes with their tire warmers on, and well, bike's in gear, no more tire warmer. So anyway, the link for the items from Woodcraft will be in the description in the video. Also, if you follow the link, you'll be shopping with Tip-In Racing, and you will get a free t-shirt if you spend $100 or more with our link. We greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and tune in for more tips and tricks.